I feel like we've had a solid outing. We haven't had a race that's gone 100% smooth, so to still have the results we've had is, I think, really, really big. Daytona, we had issues. I mean, just all of them. We've had some sort of issue that either puts us at the back or takes us out that we're having to fix damage, and no real our own doing. Some maybe a little bit self-inflicted with like pit penalty or something, but a lot of times it wasn't self-inflicted, and we were able to overcome and adapt, and that's what a good race team is able to do. And we've had a lot of speed, which has also helped us be able to bounce back. It's gone by pretty quickly, and I know it will, and I think it'll only speed up from now on. So I already, kind of when I walked into Phoenix a few weeks ago, knew we'd be at November, walking into the final race before I knew it. So just trying to enjoy it and take every opportunity to embrace these moments and just have fun while we compete.
Hocevar said his welcome to Cup moment came early in the Daytona 500 with a dual qualifying race. He also discussed how he and teammate Zane Smith are learning through taking the lumps together.
Run fourth in the duel and just somehow get taken out lap 5 or 6. Just none of our own doing. Just car gets spun next to us, and that's day over. And you feel really good starting first ever Daytona 500 in the top 10 after finishing top 5 in the duel, and reminder that this sport is very humbling very quickly, and anything can happen at any point, and it obviously did. Yeah, I mean, he's I think he's just taking it as I am. This stuff's hard, and when you don't have everything go right, things compound very quickly, and I think we're both rookies and new at this, and we don't have to set the world on fire, and we have plenty of years to figure it out and know that, and I think we're just trying to enjoy it and just develop our craft a little bit and be able to 2-3 years down the line laugh about these moments now and be able to really see the reap the reward here shortly. I mean, I've gotten 100% out of these things, I felt like, since I've gotten in at Gateway the first time. So, I mean, I feel like I've never gotten to a race car and not found the limit. So I'm pretty on the go switch, I guess you could say.
The 2024 season has been described as a leap of faith into Cup for Hocevar, who bypassed Xfinity after being a winner in the Truck Series. He was swayed by the upswing at Spire Motorsports, which moved into the former Kyle Busch Motorsports shop during the offseason.
I just could see the path. They obviously had a lot more investment, a lot more tools, resources. They were getting a new building, more trucks on their stable on Fridays to feel good going into Sundays. And obviously, they've won 3 already, so they've only lost 1 or 2 now, and they've been super fast. So I mean, that just helps the morale as the shop, and there's a lot of good things. I mean, great people from management all the way down, and just a super good work environment that, there wasn't a whole lot to consider for me. It was an easy decision, and felt like the potential was definitely here to run really well, and this car allows that for sure. And it just allowed a lot of progression to be able to continue to grow for years to come. For the goal for this year is definitely Rookie of the Year, but I think for us, I think we have years to develop this deal, and I'm at least here for more than a year, so that's huge for me, and the pressure that it puts myself and my team under, that we can go compete at and know we can build on something for sure into next year. But more than anything, normally you need 2 or 3 years before you really click. Even if you got into a top tier ride, they kind of give you 2 or 3 years to kind of figure it out. And this team is still growing, so that year progression will only get bigger, and because you're developing yourself and the team and gelling it. So I think it's all long term here.
And while he grows into a Cup level driver, Hocevar is pleased that he is getting a lot of autonomy and input into Spire's development as well. The team has put a lot of trust into the 21-year-old's potential and vision.
It's big that, they saw what I did at Gateway and turned around and, just want to keep me in their car. More than anything, they felt like a real race team right after that race, and they felt like, they could kind of have anybody kind of come in and have speed, right? And so that's been big. The 77, hadn't shown a lot of pace until this year, and that was their goal, coming into this year, was to have more than one car have a lot of pace and, be a real race team that has depth. And, that's important from an organization standpoint. So for them to trust me to be in that role, to be able to add to their depth and have speed and, kind of help lead the direction of where these cars go and how, what areas they focus on, right? Like who they hire and who they need and what areas they need to work on. Because you're constantly adapting and growing, and I'm sure we're going to hire a lot more people, in the years to come, and that's just only going to help our knowledge and resources that we have in our building. And for me to be somewhat at the forefront of that direction of a whole company, they put a lot of faith in me, and that's something I don't take for granted.
The relationship that Hocevar and Smith built together in the Truck Series also has provided a foundation for this season at Spire.
It definitely helps, right? That we've had a relationship. I think it helped more than anything. We both knew we were going to be here halfway through the year last year, so we were competitors that would talk like teammates almost last year in the truck. So, we'd walk down to each other and, kind of see what each other were fighting or what they were doing, and then raced 1-2 at Homestead even late in the year. I think it was well aware, everybody within the industry, that the 1-2 were racing each other were going to be Spire drivers. So I think that was probably, a cool moment, number one, for the race team to be motivated for this year, that's what they were watching on Friday, but also to, just be able to help us, get along and, just already have not a working relationship, but just a little bit of talks of it.
It's cool to have another rookie in the building, and so we get to go through it together, I guess. But I have, like you said, 2 teammates over here and then 2 teammates on the Trackhouse side. So I have plenty of teammates, but we're just trying to put together a solid year and hopefully some solid runs. It's awesome to see Spire performing as they are, and Spire's going through a big change right now, and so it's awesome to see the momentum that they have and the gains that they have.
Smith also has a long-term deal with Trackhouse Racing and team owner Justin Marks. That essentially gives him the ability to lean on 2 Cup organizations.
Yeah, it's been great. I feel like I have plenty of resources and people to go to, but ultimately it's still me that drives our 71 Chevy. So I feel like I have enough to lean on, but just learning as we go. It's so cool to be a part of, and it's who I've always wanted to drive for. So it's awesome being under the Trackhouse banner, but we got a lot of work to do this year. I'm not sure. I feel like everyone just kind of growing up has their team, and for me, when I was growing up, Trackhouse wasn't around, and so just seeing what Justin has done in the short amount of time that he's done was super intriguing, and so I was just all about it. I like their brand. I like how they do things, and ultimately just how Justin treats his people. It's awesome, and happy to be a part of it. I feel like it's awesome to see a team mix it up some and do something different, other than I feel like a lot of the teams have always done the same thing year over year, and it's awesome to see a guy like Justin and Trackhouse kind of change it up some. Just the vibe that they bring is awesome.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.